Greetings everyone. When the pandemic started, we all experienced new things. We all did things which we had never done before. We all tried to master new habits, new skills. How much we were successful, all of us know. But there were a lot of jokes which were going on about doing things for 21 days and then it will stay with you forever. There were a lot of memes in which people said that if I am staying for more than 21 days, then we will not be able to go to office because we will be used to working at home. Was it really true? Did it really happen? Did we form these long-lasting habits? Let us explore that today. So, dear friends, I am your host Vinay, presenting you another episode of the second season of Wincast, and today we are exploring a bit more on habit formation. I have been doing physical exercises like walking, I have been reading, I have been meditating, I have been doing podcast, I have been volunteering, and all these activities I have been doing, but not on a very consistent manner. And recently I started a transformation journey with Vrinda from Tulsi Guidance, in which as a group we are capturing 3 wins daily. Physical win, first one, any form of physical activity. Mental win, in which we capture the personal growth activity that stimulates our brain. And third and the final is the spiritual win, any activity which nurtures the spiritual side, connecting with our inner selves. The first question that we discussed at the start of this journey was why 66 days? Because there was a popular belief that habits are formed in 21 days. And why this myth is there? Because there was a plastic surgeon, Maxwell Maltz, and he had stated in one of his journals that after operation it takes minimum 20 days for a patient to get used to his new face. And this is where the entire confusion started, wherein people started saying, many authors, many motivational speakers, that you do something for 21 days and then it becomes a habit. A Journal of Medical Behavior researchers find out that it takes 18 days for a new behavior to become automatic sometimes, and sometimes it takes more than 250 days or even more than that. Now all these things depend upon the complexity of the behavior, complexity of that particular process. And habit formation is a very complex process that involves certain brain regions and neurotransmitters. Now, there is a basal ganglia, a group of structures located in the brain, which is responsible for the formation of the habits. The basal ganglia receives inputs from prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision making and planning. And when a behavior is repeated regularly, the basal ganglia takes over and behavior becomes automatic, and this has been documented in several journals. So as I said that there are several factors which impact how long does it take to form a new habit, but the whole process can be simplified by taking certain steps. Like, you should not aim for something which is ideal or something which is very more tilted towards perfectionism. You should start small and make those targets specific goals which are achievable, because if you are not able to achieve certain goals at the beginning, then you become disheartened and then you leave that activity. So make a plan and track your progress, how you are doing, see the trends, stay motivated, and do not get disheartened, because there will be obstacles. The most important thing is that don't take it as a task, because the moment you take it as a task, it becomes very, very overbearing, and then at some point of time there are negative emotions and there's like stress and anxiety and you give up. So try not to give up while you are in this process. How you can avoid this is purely by finding a support system or some kind of an accountability partner with you, wherein you share notes with him or her, and you are also kind of monitoring his task or his habits. So both of you complement each other and motivate each other. One very important thing is that I have seen people saying that avoid negative emotions, avoid negativity. I think there is no point avoiding negativity. In fact, we should address the negative emotions. Why these negative emotions are coming? What is the root cause of this problem? Why am I falling back? Why am I not doing this? Because if we target the root cause, then we will be able to address them. One very important thing which I always say is reward and pamper yourself. You should celebrate small wins. You should make sure that you are very happy about any small thing. It might be something small for you, or something small for everybody, but it would be very big thing for you whenever you achieve that. And even if that is not making sense, try changing the environment. Sometimes it happens that these things are not possible. There are certain habits which you are trying to make is not possible in the environment that you are making. So just try and change those habits, that environment, so that you are able to see things with a fresh perspective. So talking about physical wins, I have always been clocking around 3 kilometers per day, but I stretched myself, then I went to 4 kilometers, then I went to 5 kilometers, and 5 kilometers is at one stretch. Overall, in a day, I used to clock around 8,000 steps, which now has increased to 12,000 steps. I am also trying to make sure that I am exercising a bit more. Again, everything amounts to taking care of myself. I was reading a lot of books. I was reading randomly. Now I am trying to make some kind of a wish list or some kind of a list in which I am reading books in a priority or something which makes sense to my current job or current habits, current things that I am trying to do. And finally, mental win. There are many things which I try to do in terms of volunteering, mentoring the kids of the BMC school, trying to give donations to the underprivileged, and all these things give me a mental peace. Normally people go to temples and do the big puja. I could try to go to orphanages and old age homes and give them the rations and things they need. It helps me, it gives me confidence, it gives me a lot of satisfaction. So I am on a path of self transformation. Definitely I know I will succeed, and only time will tell, and that time would be 66 days from now, as to how much successful I am. But for me, the win would not be in which I am counting 3 daily wins. That I am saying that whether I have done this, whether I have won the physical win, whether I have done the mental win, whether I have done the spiritual win or not. All these things should be done automatically. And at the end of the day, if I recall, then I should say that yes, I have done all these things. This is all from my side today. If you like my episode, make sure that you subscribe to Wincast. See you very soon with another episode. Thank you.